What's up, YouTube? This is True Raw for TV. So I know I'm a little late with this video. I've been kind of busy today, doing videos for the Patreon, also working on some of my other channels. But I was going to talk about this, and of course, the Los Angeles Lakers have acquired Carmelo Anthony. All right, of course, the last couple of years, Carmelo Anthony has played for the Portland Trailblazers, where he has had some measure of success up there. Though I think a lot of times he has been frozen out and not played to his full potential by guys like Dame Lillard and C.J. McCollum. Now, um, a lot of people have mixed feelings about him being signed to the Lakers as far as what his exact role will be with the team and how does he fit into the grand scheme of things with this team. Um, I think at this stage of his career, he's 37 years old. I think Carmelo realizes that the ultimate goal is to win a championship. And I think he's in a certain mind frame now where he's more willing to be a role player. He still knows that he can play the game at a high level, but it's going to be, as far as the effectiveness of him with this team is concerned, and the effectiveness of this team overall, it's going to depend on what his role is. I think with these players that they've assembled, uh, his best bet is to be a scoring punch coming off the bench. Um, Look, contrary to what ESPN is saying, though, a lot of these guys are saying, "Oh, well, the age doesn't matter." Since when in the history of sports has being the oldest team in the league, let alone this Laker team being the oldest team in NBA history? How is that not going to be a factor? Okay, I always bring comparisons to a team like the '97 Rockets. Okay, the '97 Rockets, that team had Charles Barkley, Akeem Olajuwon, and Clyde Drexler. At the time, Charles Barkley was 33, going on 34, but he had been banged up for quite some time. He was an old 34. Olajuwon, I believe at that time, was 33, going on 34, but he was starting to go on the down slope of his career, but he still was a great, great player. And Clyde Drexler was a shell of himself by that time. Clyde, I believe, was 34, going on 35, but he definitely, from injuries, multiple surgeries, he wasn't the same guy. And what you saw with that team, with that big three, is they started off great. They were the best team in the NBA the first quarter of that season, but age and injury began to catch up with that team. Now, this team is the oldest team in the history of the NBA when it comes to a per game average so far. Um, Almost 33 years of age. You got LeBron, who's 36, he'll be 37 in December. You got Westbrook, who's 32, he'll be 33 in November. Anthony is 37. I think he turns 38 sometime next spring. Um, who else? AD is a pup. He's 27 or 28 or something like that compared to other players. Trevor Reeves is 35, going on 36. A lot of these, Dwight Howard is 35, and he has a lot of mileage. See, this is another thing I want to say too. These guys have a lot more mileage than your old school guys. It's a trade-off. Yes, the players today have a lot more advancement when it comes to um, surgeries, recovery time from surgeries, things to prep their bodies. They're a lot more knowledgeable of what it takes to have a longer career, more durability, and all that, right? But the trade-off is, as I've said before, a lot of these guys are heavier. They're just bigger than the players in the past. That extra 8 or 9 pounds uh, definitely can cause a wear and tear factor, greater wear and tear factor night in and night out, up and down the court, year in and year out. And also, these guys are starting their pro careers younger. These guys are going pro. LeBron when he was 18, Melo 19. Now these guys are 19, 20. Whereas in the past, these guys were starting their pro careers, the grueling pro career, 22, 23. So these guys are getting a head start. So they have a little bit more mileage than, say, the 35-year-olds from 20 and 25 years ago. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not going away from Carmelo, but I just wanted to point these things out. Um, I think Carmelo has a lot left in the tank, and I also want to address something. There's a lot of people in the media. Remember this now. There are a lot of people in the media who, if the Lakers play well, and if Carmelo plays particularly well this year, they're going to praise him, and they're going to say he's, a Hall of Famer. All these glowing things, all these glowing um, attributes. Okay, are going to be given his way, right? But these are some of the same people who 3 years ago told you he was done. He was washed up. He was done. He didn't play defense. He's a bad player. All these negative things about him. Remember all that? So I just want to let you guys know about that. Also, if things don't go particularly well, the two guys that they're going to blame the most, Westbrook's going to be the first guy, and Carmelo's going to get some of it too. So I just want to, if you're a Carmelo Anthony fan, prepare for that. Carmelo will get some of the blame, but I think the Lions share the blame if things go bad. It's going to be Westbrook. The media, and to a great extent, the fans are just going to blame him. Um, so that's my take on it, man. I think he's a Hall of Famer. I think this is the best opportunity, despite all of the risk as far as injury and age is concerned, and the lineup not being the most star-studded. When people really look at the lineup and look at their production rather than names, this is the most star-studded team. Um, but this is 80. Excuse me. This is Carmelo Anthony's best opportunity to win a championship, and I think that's what's going to be, to me. I think that's what's going to be the ultimate um, sticking point for these guys. Guys like Russ and Carmelo, they never won a championship. And I think that they're going to be more willing to do what it takes to win a title with this team. Okay. I don't know how this thing's going to fold out. This is going to be one of those teams that everybody's going to have their eye on. My best guess is it's going to be some ups and downs. It's going to be some games the Lakers look old. I think they're going to get off to a somewhat slow start. I think they'll figure it out. I don't think they're going to be, um, it's a possibility that the Lakers may not have the best record in the Western Conference because of the age factor. But I think that if things go right for them um, with their experience, it could work. We'll see. But tell me what you guys think.